my name is Sarah, and it's time for another book haul. First of all, happy Thanksgiving to everyone living in the United States. I hope you had a fantastic, wonderful day celebrating with family and friends, and hopefully you have today off too, so you can have a relaxing 4-day weekend. So like I said, it is time for another book haul, so today I'm sharing with you the 11 books that I bought in the month of November, including an unboxing. Since this is only my second book haul, you probably haven't noticed this pattern yet, but my book buying tends to go in spurts. I will buy a bunch of books all at one time and then not buy any for a month or two, and November is one of those months where I just bought a lot of books. Up first, we have Scarlet Cress, Fairest, and Winter, all by Marissa Meyer. So back in September, you might remember that I bought Cinder, which is the first book in the Lunar Chronicles series, and this is the rest of that series. Winter, the final book in the series, came out on November 10th. Everyone was gushing about it, and I just decided that I needed to buy it so that I could gush about everything with everyone else as they were reading the book. If you're not familiar with the Lunar Chronicles, the entire series is a sci-fi retelling of popular fairy tales. The first book, Cinder, follows Cinderella, Scarlet is Red Riding Hood, Cress is Rapunzel, Winter is Snow White, and Fairest is the backstory of the villain that runs throughout the whole series, which is the evil queen from Snow White. I have already read all of these books. They were wonderful. I loved them, and more thoughts will be coming in my wrap-up next week, but I will also be doing individual reviews on each of the books in the month of December, so be on the lookout for that. Up next, Illuminati by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. So this is a sci-fi dystopian-ish YA novel that was published, I believe, just last month in October. It follows two teenagers, Katie and Ezra, who just broke up and then discover that a evil corporation is invading their planet and they have to team up together to save the planet, and there's an outbreak of a disease or something. Basically, they thought the hardest thing they were gonna have to deal with is a breakup, and then all sorts of craziness happens. So many people I know have read this book over the last couple of months, and everyone has just been absolutely gushing about it, so I am really, really excited to read it. First of all, can we just talk about how pretty this dust jacket is? It is super pretty, but this is one of those books where I'm gonna have a hard time deciding if I want to keep the dust jacket or not, because the dust jacket is really pretty, but guys, do you see this book? It is so cool. I am not really a big fan of dust jackets, and I don't like to keep them a lot of times, but this one's really pretty, but the book is really cool. Either way, I'm just excited about how pretty this whole thing is. On top of the outside of it being pretty, the inside of it is pretty too. The entire book is told through emails and IM conversations and memos and all sorts of things, so it should be a really fascinating read, and I'm super excited to dive into it. Up next, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I got this book for a very specific purpose that I will expound upon more at a later date, but I've heard fantastic things about it in general, and I'm excited to dive into it. Up next, Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. So this is an adult, sci-fi dystopian novel. It was recommended to me by a friend of mine probably a month and a half ago, and a lot of other people that I know have read it have all absolutely loved it. I don't know too much about it, but there's something having to do with an actor dying in King Lear and an outbreak of a disease, and it flip-flops back and forth between a couple of different time periods. And that's really all I can remember well about the plot. Either way, I'm super excited about it because I've heard nothing but great things. And I'm excited to read more of an adult dystopian story because most of the dystopian literature that I have read thus far has been YA. Up next, Beloved by Toni Morrison. So I will be perfectly honest, I know literally nothing about the plot of this book. All I know is that it won the Pulitzer Prize, and it is an extremely well-loved piece of classic literature, and I am excited to dive into it for that reason. The main reason I picked this book up is because I'm working on a project where I'm trying to read all of the Pulitzer Prize winning novels in my lifetime. And if you are curious about that project, I have a video coming within the next few weeks where I will delve more into the what and the why and the how of that project. Up next, The Color Purple by Alice Walker. Very much like Beloved, I really don't know anything about the plot of this book, and the main reason I picked it up is, again, because it is a Pulitzer Prize winning novel. This is another one of the books that I will be picking up in 2016 for that Pulitzer Prize project that I was just talking about, which, again, there will be a video with more details on it coming in mid-ish December. And now it's time for the unboxing. This is my first unboxing. I'm super excited, especially because I know what is in here. And guys, it's gonna be fantastic if I can actually get this box open. Okay, think we got it. Got it! Woohoo! So first up, we have The Silkworm by Robert Galbraith. The Silkworm is the second book in the Cormoran Strike series, which is a series of detective/crime novels written by J.K. Rowling under the pseudonym Robert Galbraith. I read the first one, The Cuckoo's Calling, last year and loved it. I've long been a fan of mystery/crime novels, but I hadn't read any in a really long time, and I was really excited to pick up The Cuckoo's Calling last year. Really enjoyed it, and I am super excited to jump into this second book in the series and see what else is in store for Cormoran Strike. And the other book from the unboxing, the one that I am most excited about for this month, the illustrated edition of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. You guys, look how pretty it is. I know a lot of you probably have it by now. I have looked at it like every time I went into Barnes & Noble and I wanted to buy it, and I just, oh my gosh, like, just, you guys, look. Just like look at how beautiful these images are. I just, oh, they're just so pretty, and like the ink blots, and I'm super excited about this book. Well, there you have it, friends. That is my November book haul. If you have read any of the books that I bought this month, I would love to hear your thoughts, and if there is a particular one you think I should pick up next, please let me know in the comments. I would also love to hear what, if any, books you picked up this month. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye! So a pattern you may, since this is only this book in, I don't know if I can hold this, my hand is too small. So I will be perfect on, so the second of the Silkworm, but seriously guys, like it's just so pretty, so pretty.